money that I don't accept.
Quick disclaimer before this video starts, I just wanted to let you guys know if you don't watch a series called SmittyCraft, then you'll have no idea what the heck this video is. So I'll link Smitty's channel in the description so you can watch that. It's basically a Minecraft community live stream, awesome stuff. Please sub to Smitty as well. All that aside, please enjoy my list of things that I think would help improve SmittyCraft. Starting this list off with something basic, moderators or admin, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, so having admin or moderators on the SmittyCraft server would be super useful because, moderators can kick people as well, so it's not like all up to Smitty to do everything and manage people and kick them. We got multiple people out there making sure everything's going right, and they can use creative mode and all that. And obviously that's that's a lot. They might betray you or whatever, start griefing with creative mode, which is why only trusted people should be moderators, like someone who may or may not have given you diamond armor in an episode. Me. What? Sorry, I didn't say anything. But yeah, there's idea number one. Sorry, I'm not used to doing things like this. I usually don't do voiceovers. This is very weird, but yeah. All right, moving on to another really, really simple one. Have description and or title info. So basically, in the description, you can put your username, you're gonna die, 115, all that stuff. So you don't have to constantly show people on stream or have people plug it in chat. It's just there in the description. And if you want in the title of your streams, you can put read description so people can get instructions on all that in the description. So you can, play more in your live streams and enjoy yourself. And if you want, you can ask the mods to sometimes plug the description in the live chat so they can tell everyone, hey, go read the description if you want to know how to get into the world. And then they'll know what to do and they won't have to ask you to show your username 24/7. Alright, so moving on to some more elaborate concepts, we have the kill loop command. Now, when griefers and hackers come on, obviously you can either kick them, but they can join back, or the better option, take away all their privileges so they can't do crap. Now, that usually would work, but there are at least two things I can think of that are still flawed with that. First of all, there was a hacker on, what's his face, he came into my base, he had no privileges, so he couldn't hit me, he was trying, but he couldn't. But I think he used the command or something, and even with no privileges, he was able to summon 50 drown into my base, and that didn't go over well. So even without privileges, hackers and stuff can still find ways around all this. And on top of that, they can also spam chat. Without privileges, they can just spam, give me privileges, so, like annoying 5-year-olds, so no one can, even hear themselves think. It's just really annoying, So what you can do is, by having moderators, you can set up commands. I can help you with that if you want, because I do know some command stuff. You can set up commands like this kill loop command, which basically you put down a command block and you set it to repeat, and you can set it so it infinitely kills a player for all eternity, so they can't even type in chat because they're dying so fast. Every time they respawn, boom, dead. So obviously they'll have no choice but to leave the server, and if they come complaining on the live stream, then we can destroy them. But yeah, that's just another idea out there. I think it would really help. The only problem would be the command block has to be loaded in a chunk, so probably put that in the sky in the middle of the town or something, somewhere, so at least one person is always going to be, or have an alternate AFK account, just chill with the command blocks and they'll always be active. Yeah, moving on. Other anti-cheat concepts. So let's say we want to even stop the hackers from being able to hack in the first place. The kill loop command is a good idea for after the damage has already been caused, but anti-cheat commands, just in general, other concepts, just building off of that last idea. First of all, we can set up commands to forever set anyone to survival, and I know there are indeed ways to make it so certain players are not affected by commands. So like you and any moderators you choose to have in your world will have the privilege of being in creative, but everyone else will have to always be in survival. So hackers can't like somehow access the console and like switch themselves to creative. Not sure how effective that would be, but just an idea. And also, of course, instead of like using commands, you can just have your trusted fans alert you. I know people always say like, oh, this guy's hacking, and you're like, well, are you sure? Yeah, you should probably be sure, because if it's a trusted fan, I'd recommend trusting them and immediately banning the guy or kicking or whatever you have to do, you know? Just immediately trust your fans that you know are 100% good. Yeah. Alright, so now moving over into two sections that are probably a little more out there, but still could possibly 1 in a million be used, maybe, probably not, but here we go. Privated or anarchy servers. People always, you know, are gonna be hacking and griefing, as we know and we found out the hard way. So what I propose is either making your server privated so it's not community, or you make it so it's anarchy. Basically, 2 builders, 2 tools. If you've heard of that server, it's a server where there's no rules, like, at all. But obviously, so either for privated, you can only have like trusted subscribers on, and you make it more of like a closed live stream series rather than anyone can join. I know that like goes against the entire live stream concept, so that's why it's probably no. Or anarchy, where obviously anyone can join like it currently is, but there's no rules, so you can raid and grief all you want. Hacking, maybe, probably not, because that would just go too far, but basically you wouldn't have to worry about as much because there's no rules to keep intact aside from maybe no hacking or bullying children, you know? But you can raid and stuff. And the other unlikely thing is switching to Java. I'm not saying you should do that this season or anything, but at some point I think it should probably happen, although it probably won't, but I think it might be a good idea because it creates less lag, obviously, because we can all agree Bedrock Edition's pretty garbage. So by switching to Java, you can, you know, there's going to be less lag, and it's harder for people to hack because they can't just download those like freaking Pocket Edition mods and just turn on creative or whatever. They're going to need to download like crazy software in order to be able to hack on your worlds, and there's going to be way less lag. The griefers will still be there, but like, hey, we can deal with those guys. They're way easier to deal with than the freaking hackers. And also, I know that the only way to get a multiplayer server like that on Java is with money, with either realms or servers like an MC Pro hosting server. But using those, you can have plugins to like do land claims, so no one can grief at all because you've claimed your land. That's obviously more professional stuff, and it'd take a long time to set up, and it's really crazy. So I understand why that probably again won't happen, but another idea I'm just tossing out there, you know. And then to conclude this all with my final idea, just simply don't be so nice. Smitty, you're a very nice guy. It's awesome. You're so nice to everyone, and it's great to see. It's great to hear. It's awesome. But dang, you're way too trusting of everyone. I mean, that stream, those guys who literally built like those machines and they griefed and did all that stupid crap, they begged you to let them back in, and you let them back in because they begged. Like, don't do that. Don't, please. You're so nice, and I'm not saying you shouldn't be nice, but it's okay to say no. All right? If you've taken away privileges or kicked someone or done anything, then they shouldn't be able to earn those back unless under very certain circumstances, like the other live stream where, what's his face? I'm sounding so offensive to whoever that is right now. They were doing bad stuff, you took their privileges away, but because they're like a trusted fan, you gave them back after a while. Because like they're not just some guy who got on and instantly hacked. You knew them, but they did bad stuff, but you knew them well, so you gave them a second shot. That's like a certain circumstance, I guess, that could work. But yeah, those are my reasons. This video was probably terrible in dialogue. I'm sorry, I have never done this. It is weird. I am just sitting in a closet right now talking into a mic. Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you'll take these into consideration, Smitty. And if anyone else is from the Discord's watching, hi, I exist. This is Solid. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.